welcome to another Dazzle of Bedazzled with me, Zora Amin. It's time for you to unleash your wardrobe, jewelry, and kick fitness goodbye with all the good food. Just kidding. We've been going on and on about the Expo 2020, and now that the greatest show on earth is about to open in a week's time, we'd like to begin this episode with another sneak peek into the Expo 2020. Giving us some important information is the charming senior manager of the Sustainability Pavilion, Mona Al Ali. Firstly, thank you so much. Could you tell us a little about what your role is here at the Expo?
My role here in the Sustainability Pavilion is to look after the content and the exhibition that I took you through. So that's my focus.
As we all know, sustainability is a very important factor these days in general, but what do you think makes sustainability an important theme here at the Expo?
Well, as you know, sustainability now is a big topic, whether it's in the UAE, where we're really pushing towards green economy, pushing sustainability across everything that we do in the city and in the country, and also internationally. You see that everyone is talking about this topic now. And we thought that we would use this Expo as a platform to engage in conversations about sustainability, to come up with solutions, innovative solutions. And we thought that this pavilion also will translate that sustainability theme and turn it into a visitor experience that is engaging and informative.
Absolutely. And talking about that, I think this place is breathtaking. The building is so magnificent. So could you tell us about what the original ideas and thoughts were when making this design, the brain behind it?
Yeah. Well, as you know, as I mentioned earlier, everyone is talking about sustainability now, right? But what we wanted to do something different. We wanted to talk about sustainability in an untraditional way. And that's why we created experiences that are very much immersive, that are theatrical. We wanted to create something that touches people's hearts, because we believe that that's the best way to their minds. And that's the best way to push them to act and to push them to become ambassadors of sustainability.
I'm pretty sure all our viewers are eagerly waiting to come and visit this lovely location. But in your words, what do you think they should be looking forward to the most when they get here?
Honestly, we would love our visitors to come here with an open heart and an open mind. We want them to go through this, and I think success to us is if they leave this place and feeling empowered, feeling that they could make a difference. You know, we want this place to spark conversation. We want them to go home and tell their friends and family and children about this experience. And we want them to leave as ambassadors, as I mentioned earlier. So that's what we are looking for our visitors.
The power of word of mouth.
Exactly.
Thank you so much for your time, Mona. It was lovely having you with us, and we hope to see you soon.
Thank you so much for having me.
If we want to ponder over sustainability a little bit, why not do it over some Thai food? Featured today is the Royal Buddha restaurant from Holiday Inn Al Barsha.
Hello and welcome. As we would have addressed you in Thai, Swadika. The decor and the service needs no introduction, as we maintain it to be your home away from home. It is because of you, our esteemed guests, who have voted for us year on year to achieve this recognition from What's On Best Restaurant Awards, Time Out Dubai. Our recent award of 2020 is our proud exhibit. The team consists of only Thai chefs to maintain the authenticity of the cuisine.
I want to making grilled prawn salad with green mango. Okay, now I'm gonna show you how to making prawn cake. Now I'm making roasted duck with tamarind sauce.
those who have not been here since pandemic, we offer Thai cuisine delivered in a stylish setting under a watchful eye of towering Buddha, which makes this a royal treat. I look forward to welcoming you to our socially distanced tables and have a great dining experience. Khop khun kha.
Moving on, Ria's here with some simple makeup tips on how to ready oneself for guests coming over at a short notice, and you can apply these same makeup tips while getting ready for work when you're rushed.
Hey there, my name is Ria and you're watching me on Bedazzled. In this segment of the show, I'm going to be showing you a few makeup hacks and tricks you can add to your makeup routine. I'm sure many of you have watched a lot of makeup tutorials along the way, and so have I. In fact, I went a step further and started experimenting with my face. So I'm going to share all these secrets with you, and I hope these add to your makeup techniques. So to begin with, I'm going to be showing you an office makeup tutorial. I know many of us seem to struggle when it comes to wearing the right amount of makeup when going to work. Some of us get too overboard with makeup and some of us don't put any efforts at all. So I'm going to be showing you the right amount of makeup to wear when going to work. So as you can see, I have a completely clear face right now. So let's just get right into it. So I'm going to use the concealer to go right into my inner corners and where exactly I really need to cover up. So now we're going to be blending in. We're going to go right in for the foundation. Make sure you blend really well because that's really important. So make sure you get your neck as well so that doesn't turn out to be different colors. So now that the foundation is done, we're going to go in right in for our eyebrows. So next, I'm going to be going for contouring my face. If you want to lift up your cheekbones, I'm just going to put a line a little bit above my cheekbone. So now we're going to be blending in. And you want to make sure you're pushing upwards when you're blending the contour in the cheek. And then you're pushing downwards over here. Just a gentle swipe on your jawline. So make sure you keep blending and get rid of all those harsh lines. So now we're gonna set our makeup using a setting powder, and we're just gonna brush our whole face, especially along the T-zone because I think that's where you get the most oily. So now we're just gonna go into the eyeshadow. Maybe work in the outer corner and then that's it. So now we're just going to use an eyeliner. Now we're going to be using a mascara and do our upper lash and lower lash real quick. So now we're going to be using a bronzer. Just going to go over the contoured line we had created just to give a little bit more definition and a little bit more color. And then the same, we're going to have a 2-finger space. We don't want to drag it all the way to our mouth. We're just gonna go over the cheekbone and on the temple of the forehead and just keep blending it that way. With our lipstick, and you're gonna make a cross this way. Gonna get a cupid bow. Yeah. And for the last touch, we're gonna use our blush. So make sure when you're using your brush for blushing, you gotta have a really dense brush and it's just really soft. Just the right amount of density for your face. I'm also going to use a brow gel because I know we're at work the whole day and you want our brows in place, so this is just going to help doing so. Thank you so much for watching, and I really hope you enjoyed and I was able to add something useful for you. See you in the next episode of Bedazzled. Bye-bye.
It's always a challenge to find the right university fit for yourself or your child. But once you cross that, the challenge is how to get there. We have with us today Kiran Kaur, who will be sharing with us insights on how to go about the processes in these uncertain times. So tell us, how do you think COVID has impacted the education sector?
COVID has impacted higher education industry a lot, especially the students. This is a time when students are unaware of important deadlines, travel restrictions, admission applications, accommodation applications, visa assistance and everything. That's why it's very important for them to seek advice from professional counselors. Also, university representatives are not able to travel at this time. So we being official representatives from the university, and we are here to help the students in every way that we can.
And how can you help students get through this?
We are G-Links International. We help students who want to study abroad in countries like Canada, New Zealand, US, Malaysia, and various other countries. We work with around 12 destinations. Our operations are all across the Middle East and in India. We are approved and licensed consultancy from KHDA and Ministry of Higher Education. We offer a wide range of services starting from free consultation, career counseling, admission applications, scholarship applications to all the way to the visa applications. We also help students to register for IELTS and Duolingo at our office.
Which are the most favored education destination for students?
During COVID, Canada has emerged as a top destination for international students. Canada is welcoming international students and they are providing many benefits to them, including easy travel protocols and post-study work visas. Interestingly, in COVID, we have received increased number of inquiries for Canada.
Thank you so much for that information, Kiran. Confucius said, choose a job you love and you will never have to work a day in your life. Allow us to help you choose the job you love and the job to choose you as well. Over to Shane Phillips and Peter Baker on Career Tip Time.
It's Career Tip Time.
And today, we're going to talk about getting a raise. It's a low inflation environment in most companies, so getting a raise is not easy to do. But most companies have a principle where they want to pay their staff competitively and pay for performance. So how can you use those two principles to maximize your chance of getting a raise?
The first one you want to do is be awesome. Get phenomenal results, get superhuman results. Remember, people either do one of two things that works. Either you're getting results or you're making excuses. So if you want to get a raise, you better be doing the first one.
It's important, if you are getting phenomenal results, that those are documented in official performance reviews that occur on a regular basis. The performance review is the agreement between you and your boss, you and the company, around what were the targets that you are responsible for, and then what did you actually deliver. And it's those performance reviews that allow you to agree with the company that you are clearly delivering above expectations and therefore deserve a raise.
The other thing you want to do is be aware of what your market value is. How much are you worth? And one of the things you want to do is look at who are the competitors, who are the top performers at the same job, what you're doing in your competitors, and what are they getting paid. And look at as many data points as you can find, if it's salary surveys or it's direct competitor intelligence. Show your boss that, hey, this is what my market value is. I'm underpaid. It's fair and reasonable for me to get an increase in this scenario. And the other thing you want to do before you do anything at the front end of the conversation, take your boss down memory lane. Say, hey, remember in January when I won that big account? That was great. I couldn't have done it without your support. That was really amazing. The other amazing thing, remember when we did that marketing release, that press release that I wrote, that got so much reviews. That was amazing, right? And so highlight all the wins that you have done together and get them in the mood that's saying, hey, this person has contributed a lot to our business. They deserve a raise.
And then finally, it's time for some hard truth. I want to be clear that in the vast majority of cases, your personal financial needs are not a consideration for a company to give you a raise. So the fact that you have aging parents or children that need to go to university and therefore need more money is not going to be a reason to get you a raise. It's an unfortunate truth. So it's far better to focus on your performance and to focus on these tips that we've taken you through today to give yourself the best chance of landing that raise that you deserve.
This is your career tip from Shane and Pete, wishing all your dreams come true.
OTT fighting for content, cinemas reopening with some biggies. There's too much happening in the entertainment sector this week. Let's find out more from Santosh.
Welcome to Watch Me If You Can on Bedazzle with me. Hi, how are you all? आज हम बात करेंगे आपकी फेवरेट एक्ट्रेस कंगना रनौत के बारे में. Jaya. Let's talk about Talaivi that hit cinemas this week. The word Talaivi in Tamil means leader. Talaivar, Talaivi, masculine, feminine, gender. Leader is the meaning, chronicling the life of the cast, the names, the real incidents that took place. It's all predominantly Tamil. So for North Indian audiences, except Kangana's ardent followers, there's nothing. अगर समझ में आए तो ठीक है, वरना तमिल में देखिए सबटाइटल के साथ, अच्छी बात है. So let's talk about the film. Actor Nasir has played Karunanidhi. His voice modulation is so impeccable that you feel that you're listening to Karunanidhi अगर आप आंख बंद करके देखेंगे तो. We have yesteryear actresses like Madhu playing Janaki Amma, who was MGR's wife, and you have Bhagyashree playing Jayalalitha's mother. It is good to see these actresses on screen after such a long time. The story and screenplay by Vijayendra Prasad, who has written Bahubali, Bajrangi Bhaijaan and Manikarnika, also with Kangana Ranaut. Sir, take a bow. Wonderful work. Director A.L. Vijay has lived this film in every frame from the word go. It's no short of a challenge to recreate a person who was larger than life, Jayalalitha, or Amma as she has been fondly addressed throughout her life. It is also wonderful how the makers have blended songs of voice for MGR, recreating all the old songs and the song and dance sequence. She has lived the part of Jayalalitha throughout the film in every frame. You can see it through sequences and the way she looks up to her idol MGR. It is wonderful. तारीफ ना करना चाहते हुए भी मुझे this month itself. But meanwhile, while you're on Prime, do take a look at Mumbai Diaries 2611. With a stellar cast, Konkana Sen Sharma, Mohit Raina, Shreya Dhanvantare, Tina Desai, Prakash Belavadi. This is a series that is hard-hitting and very close to all Mumbaikars and everybody that has lived this incident one way or the other. The series is largely covered in a hospital, a crowded hospital where the wounded and injured have come during the course of the incident, but it would be wrong to call it a medical thriller. The inhumanity of the armed, indoctrinated principals, the power of the paramilitary forces, and the humanity of our Mumbai police. Directed by Nikhil Advani once again, Nikhil is getting an ace with OTT. The storytelling is spot on. It creates a gallery of tormented characters throughout the series. Mumbai Diaries is a high-octane action drama but doesn't lose sight of its emotions ever throughout the series. So if you want your heart chords to be tugged, do give it a watch, while I see you all next week. Until then, watch me if you can.
And again, it's time for me to head out, but do share your valuable feedback on our social media handles. Bedazzled again, same time next week with me, Zora Amir.